Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm taking a look at the P.43 06 anniversary. It's a tank that you can get in the event by just playing the game and win as much as possible while activating your sweet boosters. So it's really easy to get and it's a really fun tank to play. It's not overpowered, it's actually almost the same as the standard version, the P.43 bis, but it's a little bit better. So if you're used to playing the standard version, you will like this tank a little bit more because it's a little bit better, but it's not OP. It's fun to play, but it's not overpowered. I don't have an ace. I have a pretty nice battle, but I couldn't ace it because I was pretty late at getting it. So many people are already playing it and it's not that easy to ace. But it's not a bad battle, so I will show that, and after that I will play a live battle to try and show how to play it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So here's that replay that I was talking about. I'm on one of the smallest map in the game, so I want to go on the left side of this map because it's pretty pointless to go on the right. But you don't want to be too aggressive with this tank, even though you got a pretty big gun for your for a tier 6 medium, but you don't want to be too aggressive because then you will get really killed pretty easily. I see a lot of people doing that, but the armor isn't the best. It's not bad, but it's not the best, so you can get banned pretty easily. So you don't want to front line with the tank. So that's what I'm doing right now. I will stay a little bit back. I don't want to push too far because I know there are a lot of tanks there. So just want to stay a little bit here and try and support the tanks in front of me that are not being that smart by pushing that aggressive. I don't want to expose myself to the tanks that are on the other side of the map, so I want to stay behind this, but I don't want to get shot by the KV2 and the Nightmare, etc. So I will stay here, but I just was too late to avoid the HE shell of the KV2, so that hurt a lot. So now I just need to hold my position, and the two in front of me, now one, are not gonna last long because they were just too aggressive. Like that other P.43 is just getting nailed. He's almost dead right now. So now I see the Nightmare poking, so I want to finish him off. The front plate of this tank is pretty nice, so you can expose that one to your enemy. If you're angling like that, you saw I couldn't penetrate his front plate, but he showed his side as well, so I could penetrate him. But you got pretty good side armor as well, but if you just flat on, then you will not bounce any on that side armor. As you can see, I bounced the side armor of that P.43 because he was angling it really well. I made a mistake by poking around, so I got shot, and now I can't shoot him back because he's hiding behind the body of another P.43. I don't have too many support of my teammates there because they're just sitting there, so I need to be careful because I'm on really low hit points. As I said before, I don't want to be aggressive here either, so I just want to stay here and look at the enemy make mistakes. So the KV2 is peeking, so I shoot it, and the BR behind me finishes him off. But what you want to do is just poke around with this tank and try and hide your lower plate. Then you should be fine against tier 5 or a lot of tier 6s, but tier 7s will definitely penetrate your turrets, so you have to be careful for that. You need to see which enemy you are facing. If it's a tank destroyer with a lot of penetration, then it will just penetrate you really easily, so be careful for that. Only show your turret etc for tier 5s and tier 6s with bad penetration or stock tier 6s. So right now I'm playing a little bit risky with the Dicker Max, but I saw he wasn't the greatest of players, so I want to be a little bit more aggressive because otherwise we won't win if we just sit here. So yeah, the Dick Max shot, so I can peek around and shoot him again. Then he's pushing for some reason, so I wanted to shoot there, but somehow I missed. I am not sure how. And then I just reloaded in time to kill the Dick Max. I wanted to go here, but I couldn't. But fortunately, the P.43 bounced me somehow. So I just wanted to push, and for to guarantee the pen, I used a PCR. So yeah, that was a pretty nice battle. As you can see, it's not an ace, but I'm pretty happy with it. It's really hard to ace right now because, as I said before, there are many players playing this, so the ace bar is pretty high. You need to wait a little bit if you really want to ace this, because it will take a lot of time if you're really trying to ace. But I think I did my job in this battle by just not being aggressive and trying to keep my hit points towards the end, so I could take a shot of the P.43 and the Dick Max. So yeah, there you go. Up to my live battle then. So here you go. Here is the live battle. God damn it. I'm in the tier 7 battle right now, which isn't the best, but it's not that bad. It's because the gun is pretty big, as I said before, so it can matches a lot of guns at tier 7. You can trade pretty well with tier 7s, just trading shots, so that will be fine. But don't be too confident with your gun, because even though it does a lot of damage for a tier 6 medium, the reload is pretty long and the penetration isn't the best either. So just be your second line support role. That will be in that position, you will be fine. So that's what I'm doing right now, not front lining, and I just wait until somebody peeks. Seems like nobody will peek here, so I will go after the spick, the SP1C, or however you will pronounce it. I will wait, and there you go, a nice HE shot into him. He misses his shots and then gets wrecked by the SU. So there you go, that's one light tank less to deal with. Oh, unfortunately I couldn't avoid a shell back from the LTTB, so I will now focus that guy. As you can see, you can just penetrate the sides of the P.43 if it's over angling, so don't over angle with this tank. There you go, and shoot the LTTB once again. I need to be careful for the T29 because it's a really strong tank. What you want to do with this tank is just peek with like this in this angle, because the front plate is really strong, and you want to hide your side armor because it's really flat. So a lot of people will penetrate you with that, and the turret is pretty strong as well. The front plate is a lot of times the auto bounce zone, so nobody will be able to penetrate that. But just be careful for your lower plate. So as you can see, I got shot before in my lower plate because everyone can penetrate that area, literally everyone. So be careful for that. I bounced the APCR shell. That's very unfortunate. So I want to try to side scrape here. So there you go, he wasn't even looking at me, so that wasn't really necessary. As far as I know, I have a quick reload so I can kill him. So now it's a 2v2, okay. This map isn't the greatest for this tank because as I said before, hill down is really good for this tank, but there are barely any hills here. It's just flat here, so I can't really do that and hide my lower plate. I'm not sure why it says time, because 420. Okay, I will try to spot them for once. Let's see. Okay, we are up against another P.43 and a Panzer 4G. Okay, that will be alright, I think. I'm guessing they will go through B, I'm not sure. But like positions like this, if you just hide your lower plate and just show your upper plate and your turret, you will be fine against a lot of tanks because it's really strong in that position. So try and do that as much as possible. And if you even can go up a hill like this, and you will just go up a bit. I didn't go up there, but if you go, if you can let your tank go up a little bit on the front, you will increase the effectiveness of your armor, so that's always a nice thing. So try and do that a lot of times, so you will bounce a lot more if you do that. I want to kill this P.43 because he's on way less hit points and I want to not lose on cap points, so let's do that. Okay, there you go, and there you go, I bounced him on my side because it's nice side armor, and I will be quick on the reload because I shot first. And there is a Panzer 4G and I wanna kill him. I bounced him somehow. Put my adrenaline. I should be winning every day of the week if I kill this one. Okay, here you go. Tried to HE this one, but it didn't work. And there you go, a pretty nice battle. Was pretty close with capture points, but there you go, we won. I couldn't really show how to use your armor the best, but it was still a pretty nice battle, I think. So there, you wanna really try and hold down with this tank. Just hide your lower plate and angle your frontal armor. Then you will be fine against a lot of tanks, except really tier 6 or 7 tank destroyer with a lot of penetration. Then you need to just avoid their shells or something because they will penetrate you really easily. Just so be careful for that. But if you just play it like I'm telling you, I think if you're just experienced with that, then you will be fine if you just use your armor correctly. If you use it correctly, then you got nice armor, but if you just in flat in the open, then your armor is just nothing, so you will get wrecked if you do that. So yeah, there you go. That's my opinion on how you should play this tank. If you got another opinion and if it works for you, then it's totally fine, but this is my opinion. So yeah, there you go, that's about it.